Hey everybody, welcome back to Mini Lessons with Mr. T. So today we're going to still continue talking about intonation, and last time we talked about tuning the perfect unison and the octave, which is also a perfect interval, and today we're going to be talking about perfect fourth and perfect fifths. Now, I've been working on my intonation and I've been reading this book called Cello Mind, which was written by Hans Georg Jensen, who's the university professor in Northwestern. And this book is about intonation and some technique. And so he talks about intonation and talks about the three different types of intonation, or the tuning systems. And we've talked about it in class, so this might be a refresher, but one of them is equal temperament. And so the pianos are tuned in equal temperament, and according to this definition is that the equal temperament is a system that divides the octave into 12 equal semitones. So because it's tuned a certain way, then the piano can play in all the different keys that sound in two strings. The only problem with this is that perfect fourths and perfect fifths will be slightly out of tune. Okay. Then just intonation is another one, which is a relational pitch system based on natural harmonic overtone series. So that's kind of more when we're focusing on playing double stops. And then the last one is the Pythagorean tuning, which is a system based on stacked pure fifths. And so pretty much the last one, the Pythagorean tuning, is the one that we're focusing on, because in terms of this one, this is the one that Pythagorean tuning only works with pure double stops, which is the unison, the octave, perfect fourths, and perfect fifths. So this doesn't work for minor thirds, major thirds, or the leading tones. So let's talk about tuning. Okay, if you notice on my app, it'll say equal temperament on top. So when we're tuning, we definitely want to tune the A for 40. So we tune the A. So while I'm tuning, let me talk to you a little bit about cents. So if you notice in the tuner right now, when I'm about to show you after I'm done tuning, you'll notice there will be a 0, -10, and -20. Also on the other side, the right side, there's +10 and +20. Those are what are called cents, and that will kind of give us a frame of reference as to how in tune or out of tune we are. So look at that. There you go. It's at 0, so that means it's in tune. When we're tuning in fifths, we really have to think about the waves. So naturally, like our instrument is going to be like 90% of the time it's going to be flat. Why? Because the strings are stretching and the elasticity of the strings kind of gives out after a while. So let's tune the A and the D. Okay, like I said, this one should be, the D is flat, by the way. So hear it. So here you go. Okay, now I'm going to tune it, and when I'm tuning with the fine tuner, I'm really giving a lot of turns, because it's called fine tuning, means that it's going to move very little. So I want to make sure that I move a lot because it's pretty out of tune. So listen. And it's in tune. Okay, so now if you look at the tuner, you'll notice that now it is not, the D is not at 0, it's a little bit below, about maybe 3 cents or so. Now I'm going to tune the G string. So since the D is 3 cents flat, then that would mean that the G would be even 3 more cents flat after that, so it's about 6 cents flat. You hear a little bit of a wave. At this picture, it's about 8 cents flat, or 6, and also the G string is also about 5 or 6 cents flat. Why? Because the tuner is based on equal temperament, and when we tune our instrument, we don't use equal temperament. Again, we're using the Pythagorean tuning. So that's your homework, is to make sure you tune your fifths, tune the A first, and then let's check real quick, because since we added different tensions, and the instrument was really out of tune. Let's see if the A is still an A. See, now the A is a little bit sharp. Why? Well, because my C string and my D string were pretty low. Okay, it's in tune again, and I'm just gonna readjust the strings just a little bit because they're gonna be a little bit. And there you go. So that's your homework: is tune your basses, tune your perfect fourth. Start on the G string, tune it with a tuner, and then tune all the strings, and then violins, violoncellos, tune your A string, and then tune all your strings. And I want to make sure that you play, after you tune them all, play them again. So notice as I'm tuning, you can see I have a pretty medium fast bow speed. Also, I can adjust and play at the same time. If that's too difficult, then you can just play and then adjust and then play again. And as you're tuning, make sure that you do not have your ceiling fans on, because that will affect the waves, and even if you're in tune, it'll sound out of tune. Good. All right. Well, that's your homework. Good luck, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.